Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Noelia and I talk about all things curly, beauty, and a little bit of lifestyle. So for today's video, I've been getting a few questions about how you should be styling low porosity hair. Now, there's no one size fit all when it comes to styling low porosity hair, but I decided to do a split test. A lot of you guys have been saying you should be styling low porosity hair with damp hair, and a lot of you guys have been saying to style with soaking wet hair. Now, I do both, but I figured I would put it to the test and see which side would look better, just so you guys can get an idea of which side may make more sense for you. But before we get into this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the alerts so you don't miss another video. I'll also drop my social handles so you guys can follow me on there as well. I post a ton of curly content, so go check me out. But without further ado, let's get right into this video. Okay guys, so I decided for this video I won't be styling using the Eco Styler gel or the Wetline Extreme gel. I know, shocker. But since those two gels don't really matter how you style your hair, if you style it soaking wet, if you style it damp, I feel like my hair always turns out good. So I decided to switch it up and try a different gel. I will be using the Miche Honey and Ginger Styling Gel. I did use this in a recent video and I really liked the way my hair turned out, so I figured this would be perfect. And then I will be pairing it with the Miche Rosemary and Mint Multivitamin Daily Styling Cream. It has a little label on there. I got it at Target, so this is what it looks like. So I'm gonna be pairing the two together. One side I'm going to, like I said, style damp, and the other side I will be styling soaking wet. So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse out this deep conditioner I have in my hair right now, and then start styling the soaking wet side, and then I will go and do the damp side, so BRB. Okay, so I just rinsed out my deep conditioner. I do want to show you guys how soft my hair looks. Look at this moisture. I'm telling you, the steamer was probably one of the best things I've done for my low porosity hair. Honestly, truly, it really has been a game changer. Okay, so we're gonna be splitting our hair. Okay, this plant really needs to move. So we are gonna be splitting our hair in half. It's not gonna be perfect, but you'll get the idea. I'll make this side my damp side. Let me just wring out my ends a little bit because this side is soaking wet. I'm excited to finally test out this experiment because I honestly don't have, I feel like products work better in my hair when my hair is soaking wet, but I don't have a particular method. Like sometimes I do style with damp hair, but I noticed that my hair does work better with soaking wet hair. Okay, cool. So we're gonna start off by using the styling cream by Miche. This is the Rosemary and Mint Multivitamin Daily Styling Cream. I'm gonna pump out like this much and apply it to the perimeter of my hair. I did bring a spray bottle just in case I have to spray my hair down because I want this test to be super accurate. And for those wondering, this towel is from Lexa Collection. It's literally one of my favorite extra large towels because my hair, it's something. So this is what it looks like, just adding it to the perimeter. I am gonna section off my hair and just add it again individually. So let's start parting our hair. Hair may not look like it's soaking wet, but it is. I will still add water just to give it that extraness. So let's spray it down a little bit. Apply some of the leave-in again. And like I said, I am going to be going in with the Miche Honey and Ginger Styling Gel. I do have a whole video on this gel and I used it in comparison to the Camille Rose, since those are the two very similar looking and very popular gels in the market. So check out that video if you want to see how it worked in my hair in comparison to the Camille Rose. But it is a very lightweight but good hold gel. It's not heavy at all, and you can definitely layer it depending on how you want your hold to be, but I think the amount that I used is good. Okay, so this is what it's looking like with the two products so far. Very typical Wetline Extreme Eco Styler holds right now. That's what it's looking like. Add a little bit more because you know I like to do the most. Okay, so I am going to style the rest of this side the same way. Again, this is the soaking wet side and this is going to be the damp side. So I'm going to speed up this part of the video because I will just be repeating the same exact steps. But so far, this is what my curls are looking like from the soaking wet side. My curls are definitely more clumped at the moment. Let's see. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the rest of the side, and then I'll show you guys my results. Okay guys, so I just went ahead and styled the soaking wet side, and these are what my results look like so far. Super pretty, defined, moisturized curls. I love that combo. It works really, really nice together. I'm excited to see how it dries, but this is what it's looking like. There is some frizz, but nothing crazy. I just feel like naturally my hair just has frizz. Obviously using different products, like heavier products, tend to weigh down my curls, but even with heavier products, I still have a little bit of frizz. Like, I've just accepted that the frizz life is my life, so whatever. But anyways, this is what my curls are looking like. We love it here. They are so pretty. So I'm definitely excited to see what this side's gonna look like. I feel like it's also gonna come out really pretty. What I am gonna do is I'm actually going to probably just scrunch it a little bit just to make sure that I took out all the excess water and it's actually damp. Because when I did rinse out my hair, I didn't like really wring it out much. I just did as is. Let me just literally wring it out a little bit more just so it's a good representation of what damp would be. Obviously not going to fully dry it. I'm going to make sure that it's just damp like this. Ooh, my curls are looking juicy, guys. I'm telling you, this steamer has really been changing the game for me and the way my curls have been looking, feeling. Definitely a fan. Like, what? This is just with a little bit of the leave-in. The thing is that it looks like this now, but when it dries up, it doesn't look like this. Same way as we did before. But this time, we're not gonna go ahead and wet our hair at all. We're gonna just let it rock. Again, my hair is damp. It's not fully dry. We are gonna start off with the daily styling cream and do the same exact method. I will still brush through the products throughout my hair. I'm excited to see if there's actual change. Although I do feel like there may be, but maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if there is a change in the way your hair is when you style, or is it the styling method that really changes the game? You know? Sometimes we think, oh, maybe I should have had my hair soaking wet. Maybe it's just the way you applied your product that could be really changing the way your hair actually looks. So I just grabbed some of the gel. So I'm not actually showing you guys how many pumps I'm doing. So I'm doing about 2 pumps. I'm gonna show you guys for the next one, just so you guys can get an idea. Combo feels really, really nice. I am really, really excited to see how it dries. Okay. I may add a little bit of gel. Only thing is I don't want to add too much because it is like a looser texture gel. So I don't want it to actually like wet my hair more. So this is what it's looking like. It is a little different. This is what it's looking like. Still the curls look pretty, but you can tell that there's definitely a lot more frizz. But it's nothing drastic. I think if I just keep messing with it, it might clump more. Okay. Definitely do see a little bit of a difference, nothing too crazy. Well, yeah, no, I kind of do see a difference. Yeah, I kind of see a little difference, but we'll keep going because I did use the same amount of pumps on this side versus this side, so we'll keep going. As you guys know, I'm gonna be doing the same exact steps that I did on this side, and then I will show you guys how everything looks at the end. Okay guys, so my damp side is officially styled. I'm really liking this volume, I'm not gonna lie. So I do definitely have a little bit more volume on this side versus this side. Because the visual, can you guys see that? Yeah, you could definitely see it. So this side definitely has a little bit more volume. This one's definitely a little bit more flat. That doesn't mean that when I diffuse, it'll look the same. It might be identical once I actually diffuse, but this is what my hair looks like. You can definitely see a lot more frizz in certain areas, but nonetheless, very, very, very pretty so far. So I definitely feel like this side will be more voluminous than this one. So I am gonna diffuse my hair. I am not going to fluff, nothing, because I wanna show you guys true results. And then we can fluff just to make it look even, because I don't really think it's gonna look so drastic that I need to like do a whole new wash and go. And if it does, I'm not doing a whole new wash and go. We're gonna just half a pep down it till I have to wash my hair again. But I'm gonna have you guys look at it one more time. So this is the damp side. I don't wanna touch it too much because I don't wanna frizz it out. And then this is the soaking wet side. Okay, so like I said, I am gonna go ahead and diffuse. My diffusing shouldn't take as long because it's not a heavy gel. I feel like it's gonna dry my hair very quickly. So once my hair is fully dry, I will come back and show you guys the final results. Okay guys, so these are my dry results. So this is the damp side. Very voluminous. There's a little bit of frizz, but nothing too crazy. Overall, like really pretty results, as you guys can see. I do feel like it is more on the frizzier side, especially my front section. As you guys can see, it kind of fluffed up, right? I'll let you guys get a good look at it. Just by looking at it this way, I do feel like it has a little bit more volume, but nothing too significant, I would say. Like if you see me in front, you can't tell that I styled my hair one way versus the other way. So let's look at the soaking wet side. Also some frizz going on, as you guys can see. But I do feel like there's a little bit more definition. So let's look at my front section on its own. That alone definitely has a little bit more tameness to it. And I could definitely see more definition on this side versus the other. More of my curls seem to be clumped on this side versus on this side. I do feel like my curls are a little bit more separated. You can see, these are definitely a little bit more clumped. But all in all, they look pretty similar. They look almost identical. You really have to like stare at them to really see if there's a real difference. I mean, this side is definitely more flat, I would say. And this side definitely has a little bit more volume. But the length is pretty similar. I don't know. I just feel like this side definitely has a little bit more frizz, aka a little bit more volume. This side is a little bit more tamed. Also has some frizz, but has more clumped curls. So, I don't know. Honestly, in my opinion, both work. It's all dependent on how you want your hair to turn out. So I have learned in the past that when I do add more water when I'm styling, I tend to have more defined clumped curls. But being that, I mean, you could still get some frizz. It's not like it's an end-all be-all. Like you have to style with soaking wet hair to get the results you want. Like, nah. As you guys saw when I was styling my hair was damp on this side and like super wet on this side, and the results look almost the same. Now, certain hair types are different. So you could have low porosity, high density hair and still not have the same results as me. That's the beauty of curly hair, where it's like, there's no one size fit all. One style could look a certain way on me and look completely different on somebody else. But I would say if you resonate with my hair type and you see your hair in my hair, then there's a good chance that your results will be pretty similar. So, I mean, it's all dependent on what you want, because I definitely feel like I have more frizz on this side, meaning that I don't feel like my curls will last as long when I have so much frizz. I still wear it out, I don't even care. But what I'm saying is, if you do want more longevity of your curls, I do feel like when you style with wet soaking hair, I do feel like it clumps your curls more and it allows your curls to separate on their own versus when they already separate on their own and kind of cause like their own frizz and do their own thing. But all in all, I don't feel like there's an actual conclusion to this. I do feel like it's all dependent on what works better for your hair and what you would prefer your curls to look like. For example, if you do want more volume and you tend to have more of an issue with volume, I do feel like styling with damp hair will get you closer to volume versus styling with soaking wet hair. Because if you're styling with soaking wet hair and you're adding heavier products to your hair, the odds of your hair having more volume because being soaking wet and clumped up are very slim, versus if you do style with damp hair, you can kind of control the amount of product you put in your hair, therefore your hair will dry a certain way. So again, all personal preference. What I will say is I probably will continue to do both, but I'll probably lean more towards soaking wet because I do find that my best results have come with my hair soaking wet. But again, I've also had great results with damp hair. So do what works, again, best for you and what you're looking for out of a wash and go. There's no definitive answer to this. I figured I would do the test just to give you guys a little idea. Definitely seeing more volume on this side now that I'm kind of like stepping back. This side is a little bit more tamed versus this side kind of has a mind of its own. I'm here for it. I like both sides, so I will continue to do both, but probably lean more towards the soaking wet styling. Hi guys, that is all for today's video. I hope this video helped clear up some questions you might have had. So like I said, there's no definitive answer. It's all dependent on what would work better for your hair. You know your hair. Sometimes you add product to it and you just see the product sitting on top of your hair. Just add some water. Just don't leave it as is. You'll see that it'll give you better results. It'll give you more defined clumped curl. So I would definitely recommend, if you start to see that your product is just sitting on your hair with your hair damp, then I say add water, because no. But yeah guys, that is all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.